Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing good. Sorry I'm not outside today. I've got the window open though, so you might hear some birds potentially. I hope you've been spending some time outside, getting your walking on. I definitely have over the weekend, which has been lovely. And don't forget that we've got a hot date on Thursday this week at 3 p.m. for our walk all together. And I hope that a lot of you will join in. I'll make sure to remind you on the day though. So today, as it's the 1st of June, so new month has started, and it has been 2 months since we started posting videos on the Hotel School online community. I quickly wanted to look back at what we have been up to so far. We obviously focused our content on the 5 foundations of well-being. So we looked at the mind, we looked at being active, we looked at learning quite a lot. Speaking for myself, I've learned a lot over the last couple of months. We looked at connecting and we looked at giving. So since our first video on the 30th of March, we've posted actually 36 videos between obviously Zoe, Chef Michael, Jeremy, Charlie Brody, Charlie Lee, so our Charlie, Darius and Avril from the Playful Edge, and myself. And I can only speak for myself in saying that I've really enjoyed doing these videos. I felt more connected with you all, and I hope you might feel similar. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to encourage you again to let us know what content you would be interested in to hear about, and we can try and make it happen. And your feedback is so important to us because this tool is all here to be as relevant as possible for you. So anything that comes to mind, just let us know, and we'll try our best to incorporate it into the content. Today is just a short introduction video of what we'll be focusing on for the month of June. We have decided with the current situation that it might be useful to some of you to talk about online job hunting and online application processes. As I'm sure you've noticed that so many things have been moved online, and we've talked about it on the channel already, and with that the application process has as well. Most of it has been online for a long time, but now also interviews, for example, they're done through the phone or via video calls, for example, as well. So it's all changing at the moment, and we thought it would be a good time to discuss this. I know that the online application process can be really frustrating and difficult at times, and sometimes it just feels like you're not really going to we're not getting anywhere, because you're maybe not receiving any responses. So that's why we will provide you with hopefully some good tips that can help you to navigate yourselves through those processes. And now I would just like to break down into 10 steps what the traditional application process looks like, just to give us sort of an overview, and then we're gonna focus on some of these steps more in detail in the next videos. Number 1, most important thing, where it all starts, your CV. Some of you might have looked at their CV the last time sitting in the classroom with Charlie and co, and preparing it for your first initial job that you got into. So now is the time to look at your CV and work on it. I'm sure there's loads of things that have happened in between that you can actually add to the CV as well. So that's a really good starting point, and I can be on a one-to-one basis helping you with that over the next couple of weeks. Step number 2 would be the job research. So how and where to look for a job online. For me, it's always been sort of the career websites of the company versus the job boards such as Indeed and Total Jobs, etc. Which one is better? Is it a mixture of both? We'll be looking into that. Step number 3, job applications. So actually how to apply once you've found a vacancy that you found interesting. We will look more at that as well. Step number 4 could be writing a cover letter. Some of you might be familiar with that, some of you might not, because it wasn't needed for the jobs that you've applied to in the past. So this could be something that we look into on a one-to-one basis a bit more, but just something to get your head around as well. Step number 5, the application screening. So companies often use applicant traffic softwares to actually screen and track and manage applications. So your application is likely to be screened by that sort of machine as well. Step number 6, employment tests and online assessments. So some of you might have come across that as well, especially sort of the big supermarket chains. You will have to go through an initial test before actually even sending off your application. And there's different tests that different companies use. So this could be something that we're looking at as well. What questions will you be asked, etc. Step number 7, interview process. So this will be most likely over the phone or via video call. So this could be via Zoom, for example. I know that some of you, or the majority of you, have gone through an interview process, but it might be a long time ago. I remember when I changed jobs and I had worked for 4 years in a job and then I had to do an interview. I was so nervous and I felt like I didn't know how to do it anymore. So this could really be something that we're looking at as well, just to practice it again a little bit, something on a one-to-one basis. Step number 8 would be the hiring process. So this is the waiting phase after you completed the interview. So you've done the interview and you're just waiting. It might be that you want to follow up after a certain time. Step number 9 would obviously the best case scenario, the job offer, and that's when you're almost at the end of it. And then step number 10 would be the new hire paperwork. So obviously you would have to give some information to be put on the payroll, etc. All these things. So if you think about the process of an application, it's actually quite long, I'd say, and we will be looking at all these different steps. Some of them we won't look at, but some of them we really dig into a little bit more. And here's also where I would like to know, what do you think you find most challenging? Which step you think, oh, actually I'm not sure how to conquer that. We definitely focus on the online aspect of it. So how to navigate yourself through those websites, how to upload your CV on a career website, for example, how to create an account, etc., etc. In the meanwhile, let us know if you have any questions regarding this or any feedback. And I hope this has been useful, and we'll talk about this, as I said, more over the next few weeks. I hope you have a lovely day today, guys, and I'll see you back here soon.